stop scrolling, because I need you to think about something. Right now, you are sitting in a cell on an island in the middle of San Francisco Bay. Armed guards on every wall, freezing water on every side, and the FBI has said publicly, officially, that what you are about to attempt is physically impossible. You have one cafeteria spoon, and 18 months from tonight, that spoon is going to leave the most secure prison in American history with an empty cell, 2 fake heads on 2 pillows, and 0 answers. The question is not whether you make it. The question is what happens when you hit the water. Nobody has ever been able to answer that. This is what that night felt like from the inside. You are Frank Morris, IQ of 133, top 2% of human intelligence. You have been escaping things since you were a teenager. Foster homes, juvenile facilities, county jails, federal prisons. You are not violent. You are just extraordinarily good at finding the gap in any system. Alcatraz was supposed to be the system with no gap. You arrived in 1960 and spent the first few months doing one thing: watching. Guard rotations, daily rhythms, the pattern of a place so confident in its own security it stopped looking for threats from the inside. 9:30 p.m., B block walkthrough. 10 p.m., lights out. 10:15 p.m., silence. You memorized all of it. Then one night, running your hand along the cell wall, you felt something that changed everything. The concrete around the ventilation shaft. It was soft. You pulled in 3 men, 2 brothers, John and Clarence Anglin and Alan West. Every night after lights out, you dug, with a spoon sharpened against the floor until it was a blade, millimeters at a time. And every morning you covered the hole with cardboard painted to look like the ventilation grate. The guards walked past it every day for 18 months. They never checked. But you were not just digging a hole. You were building an entire escape system inside a prison cell. A raft, 50 stolen raincoats hand-stitched together with contact cement, dummy heads, soap and toilet paper sculpted into faces, painted, topped with real hair collected from the barbershop floor. Everything built in silence, in a 6 by 9 foot cell, without getting caught, for 540 nights. On June 11, 1962, you decided tonight was the night. 9:45 p.m. You remove the panel. The ventilation shaft is tighter than you practiced. Your breathing sounds loud in your own ears. You crawl up slowly. You reach the utility corridor above the cell block. You can hear guards talking below you, a door closing, the hum of a building that has no idea what is happening inside its own walls. You get to the roof. Cold air, black water, the mainland a dim glow that looks much further than 1 mile. And then you hear something below you. Alan West. His hole was not big enough. He spent too many nights on the dummy heads and not enough nights digging. He is stuck inside the wall while the 3 of you are standing on the roof with 4 hours before the 6 a.m. head count. You make a decision in 10 seconds. You leave him. You reach the water's edge. You inflate the raft. And here is the thing about San Francisco Bay that nobody tells you until you are sitting in it at midnight. The current does not pull you toward land. It pulls you sideways, out toward the Pacific. The water is 50 degrees. Hypothermia starts in under 30 minutes if you stop moving. The makeshift oars barely catch the water. The raft sits low. Every wave that comes over the side is cold in a way that feels like your body shutting down 1 degree at a time. You do not stop moving. The mainland light stays the same distance away for what feels like an hour. And then, somewhere in the black water between Alcatraz and San Francisco, the last confirmed sighting of Frank Morris, John Anglin, and Clarence Anglin ends. Nobody saw them reach the shore. Nobody saw them drown. They were simply gone. For 60 years, the FBI called it a drowning. No evidence, just an assumption, because the alternative, that 3 men built a raft from stolen raincoats and paddled to freedom, was too embarrassing to accept. But here is what the FBI cannot explain. No bodies, ever. In 63 years of searching, not one body, not one piece of raft, not one item of clothing recovered from the bay. In 2013, a letter arrived at the San Francisco Police Department. Handwriting analysis matched John Anglin. It said all 3 survived, lived in South America, aged out under fake names. The FBI called it unverified, but here's what they cannot call unverified. A man with a 133 IQ, a spoon, 18 months of patience, 2 fake heads on 2 pillows, 50 stolen raincoats, and the cell that has been empty for 63 years. You tell me, did Frank Morris drown in San Francisco Bay, or did the most intelligent man ever imprisoned in Alcatraz do exactly what he had always done? Find the gap and walk through it. Drop your answer in the comments. Did they survive? And if you were in that water, current pulling you sideways, raft sinking, mainland 1 mile away, what do you do? Best answer gets pinned. Subscribe to Street Level Stories. New POV every single week. Watch this next, because the people nobody bets on are always the most dangerous ones in the room.